What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. I'm M,
I'm in.
and this is MNN Reacts. In this reaction, we're going to be reaction to the JoJo's Bizarre Adventures opening. Um, Once again, you haven't seen JoJo's. You know anything about it?
Not really.
I'm sure you've seen some of the weirder things of it.
I have.
It is very weird. Uh, I, for a while, kind of pushed it off, saying I'm never going to watch it just because how weird it looked. But honestly, there's not too many weird things in it. The ones that you see, pretty much it. Um, so real quick, JoJo's is pretty much about JoJo. I can't even explain JoJo's. It's just weird. Um, but there's different parts. So each part has a different character. Currently there is 8 parts, but in terms of anime, there's only um 6 that have been animated. Which I should check this one. I don't know if this one has the new one. Okay, yeah, this does have it. Part 6 is the newest one. So the video is gonna have part 6 in it. But yeah, each one is a new part, and each part has a new main character. So you'll see the main character change. I'll tell you when it's a new part, so you can say like, oh yeah, it's a new character. Oh, you'll probably be able to tell anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we're ready to react to it now. I'm sure you guys are tired of hearing us talking. If the audio does get muted, as always, I'll have the original link to this video in the description, so that way you'll be able to listen along. You just open it up in another tab. Because why not have the sound to go behind the reaction in case it does get muted? If not, then you'll be able to hear it regardless. All right, let's get into the video. All right. So to start, the first main character, his name is Jonathan, and the first part is probably the most boring, but it introduces you to the story and a main villain, so it's you have to watch it. And it doesn't look like this. This is just how they did in the opening, which is kind of cool because you don't usually see too many 3D kind of style ones. I'm pretty sure in the anime this is only like maybe 8 episodes. The whole first part is like 8 episodes or something like that. Luckily, since it is not as good, it's short. So if you can make it through this, you'll enjoy the rest of it a lot more. Do you know his name? Have you seen him before? His name is Dio Brando.
That sounds familiar.
He's a popular villain, or just popular character in general. All right, now we're on part 2, and the main character's name here is Joseph. All the characters have a way to make their name shortened down to JoJo. The first guy, his name is Jonathan Joestar. This is Joseph Joestar. So they take the Joe from Joseph and the Joe from Joestar and make it JoJo.
Are they all related then?
In a way, yes. This guy right here is the grandson of the first guy,
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
So time-wise, is it kind of just mixed up everywhere?
Um, for the first 6 parts, it's kind of gradual. I can explain 7 and 8 at the end, but they're not haven't been animated yet, so. This is my favorite song, but I feel like this one's pretty good. The guy with the blonde hair is not, that's a different character. His name is Caesar. And he's not related to Dio. Now we're on part 3. So there's another new main character, which is him. He's probably the most popular and well-known one out of the main characters for JoJo's. His name is Jotaro.
Yeah, I've heard that name.
His name is
before.
His last name is Kujo, so it's not Joestar anymore. But it still has Joe in it, Kujo. So he's still a JoJo.
I've definitely heard Jotaro before.
In this part is when they introduced like Naruto has chakra, One Piece is devil fruits. JoJo's thing is stands. Before it was common, which is just kind of like ki, I'd say. But stands is, I'm pretty sure, like a projection of their spirit or something like that. So if you see the guy behind him, that's their stands. But it wasn't introduced until this part, which I think stands are a pretty cool power system. What do you think of that one?
It was definitely favorite so far.
This is still part 3.
You said they're called stands, right?
Stands, like, yeah, like I'm standing up, but with an S. Stands.
Oh, okay, yeah. So do they have like personalities?
I don't think so. At least at this point, they don't. But I think later on, they kind of start to develop their own personalities, which is weird because I'm pretty sure they portray them as they don't have their own thought process. It's fully controlled by the person, but at one point it's weird. Name of that stand is Star Platinum. It just said it in the song. That old man right there is Joseph, the guy from the second part. So he's still around.
What about Jonathan?
Not at this point. Because if Joseph's an old man,
I mean, I don't know.
I guess it's hard to, you don't know because it's anime.
You never know lifespans.
It's anime, so
He could be a bling old man, for all I know.
I guess time doesn't really mean much for in this one. So you might be hearing that this is the same one that just played. It's not an accident. So there's going to be some differences in this one. I know we were talking during the last one, so you might not notice the differences. But it's going to do that again a couple times. So on the ones where it does do that, I'll tell you to focus more on the visual aspect to see if you can point out the differences. I'll point out the differences for this one that I noticed. And one of the differences is like the guy that he was standing across. He was grayed out or kind of blacked out, but he's probably not gonna be blacked out in this one. This part coming up is a difference.
That's different. I like that.
What do you think that was, like power wise?
Like a time breaker type of.
It's This is a spoiler, but he has the power to stop time.
Yeah, that's kind of. That was.
Something this does really well. This is gonna be another one that has a difference, but this difference I think is sound wise. There might be a couple differences, so keep an eye on this, watching this. But it's gonna play it again in the next one. I know for a fact it's gonna be a sound difference at least though.
Is this still part 3?
This is 4 now.
Oh, this is 4. Okay.
So the main guy in this one, his name is Josuke, and his last name is like Higa Higashitada or something. I don't remember the last. I'm sorry, JoJo's fans, don't butcher me. I don't know his last name off the top of my head. I think the way he's a JoJo is that name translates in Japanese to something with Joe in it, or something like that. And he is Jotaro's uncle, even though he's younger than him. Doesn't really make it makes sense, but it's weird. So this is after time wise. This is still after part 3, but he's Jotaro's uncle. That's Jotaro on the left, right there, in the white. But this one, the sound of it is a little bit more funky. Uh, so it's slight difference sound wise to the first part, or for the other one.
So does the main character from the previous part play a role in the next part?
Sometimes, since Jotaro is so popular, he also is in part 6 and 5 for like an episode. Do you have a favorite character, even though visually, do you have a favorite one?
Probably Jotaro.
He's probably my favorite. I don't know.
Him and the guy who's the time stopper. He seems
Dio, yeah.
interesting.
Jotaro is a pretty cool one. I can't knock anyone for liking Jotaro. This is still part 4. You're gonna get to see Joseph. Joseph's still alive. He's just super old man now, right there. I don't know if he's still technically alive in part 5 and 6, but would surprise me if he's not. Just because time progresses.
Right.
This one isn't gonna have a similar one. This is one of one. And I like this one a lot. It's kind of impossible to tell what's going on story-wise right here, but it's cool visually. Probably guess that's the bad guy in this part.
Yeah.
This is one that has a remix to it, kind of. And I want to see if you can kind of piece together on why it's the way it is. You like his fit?
Not bad.
I like this song a lot too. Please. A lot of these openings are super bright, vibrant, and colorful, but it's not always sunshine and cakewalks happening in the story. Did you like that one? I think I like this one better. You notice what's going on?
It's going backwards.
What does that make you think is happening?
Dios is his name.
Dio is not in this part,
Uh,
but
I thought he was like reversing time somehow.
uh, the main villain has something similar to that he can. Dio can only stop time. This guy can do something else. I won't spoil it because I already gave a big enough spoiler away saying Dio can do time and this guy is also time related, but I think one of the cool parts about JoJo's is how it does these with the openings. Like they change up visual aspect of it, so you're not just getting the same exact thing each time. And now we're on part 5. Main character. This one is another popular character. His name, some of my throat. His name is Giorno Giovanni,
I've heard that before.
and how he's a JoJo is his name's spelled with a G, but uh, Giorno, Joe, Giovanni, Joe. This one's a little bit of a stretch, but whole bunch of new characters. This one only has 2 characters from the previous part in it, and they're only for like the first 2 episodes or something like that. All the rest, it's new characters. I think I'd probably say this is my favorite part out of all of them. My personal rankings would be part 5, 4, 3, 2, 6, 1. The only reason 6 is that low is because I've read it all, but I haven't watched it all. So this is just strictly anime.
What is your opinion on parts 7 and 8?
7 is really good, and 8 is different but still good. I'm pretty sure 7's like in the top 3 of the highest rated anime of all time on a website called My Anime List, which is insane. All right, this is still part 5. I think this is one of the ones that has like a remix to it. I'm gonna try and remember the names of the characters. The guy with like the bob cut and the black hair, his name is Uchirati. I'll point him out when I see him. Make sure you're keeping an eye on this. I'll try and remember the other characters in the meanwhile. I really forgot some of their names. It skipped it. Hold on. No, I'll let it play through, and then I'll show you the remix of that one. It's the same sound wise, but visually it's different. This is part 6 now, and the main character this one, her name is Jolene Cujo. So she is Jotaro's daughter.
Okay.
And I can't tell you how Giorno's related to all of it, but that's a decent spoiler. Even though I'm spoiling a lot already, but I want to keep some things on the down low.
I mean, the chances of me remembering your spoilers are
Yeah.
low.
This is the first and only female JoJo. Part nine's not out yet, but part nine might have a female lead. We don't know yet because it's not out yet. But in terms of JoJo's, uh, I think she's a pretty cool character. Okay, here is part five, or yeah, part five's opening, the second part to it. It's gonna be the same sound wise, but visually it's gonna be. I don't know if you saw, but it's a little bit longer. It's a minute 55, and most of them were a minute and a half.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I should check this beforehand. Oh well. All right, so that's Bucciarati right there. If it shows another one, I'll point out their name if I remember it. I'll just say I don't remember if I don't. So Bucciarati, Giorno, Abacchio, forgot his name, Mista, and I forgot her name. That's the main bad guy. That I just spoiled that, but I'm sure you'd be able to tell that in just a second anyway. So that was the difference in that part.
That definitely piqued my interest.
And you're probably not gonna like me, but it's a version 3. I will in that one skip to that part though. So we're not watching the whole thing over again. Once again, I apologize both you, the viewers, and to you. I should have checked it beforehand. That's on me, but it's not the end of the world. Alright, I think we can start from here. The quality on this one's bad, but it doesn't matter to you guys because you can't see the quality. This one's in a different language. What he's saying doesn't matter. We were able to see how that one was different from the others.
Yeah.
I don't know why they didn't include that. They included the other ones that were different, but not that one. I don't know why. That's annoying. But anyway, do you have a favorite one that you can remember?
Not an opening specifically, but I think part 5, favorite part.
I think part 5 is one of the more action-packed ones. Part 3 is good, but it's really long. It's like the longest part. I think it's like 48 episodes or something like that. And then part 5 or 4, sorry, takes a little bit to get going. Part 5 is pretty much going right away.
How many episodes are there currently?
In total, I will check for you real quick. I don't know off the top of my head, but it's probably around 100. It's not 48 episodes. It's right here, 152 episodes. So it's a lot, but I think with them being separate parts, it kind of makes it more manageable to watch, so you can watch it in chunks. Instead of just like, all right, I'm gonna stop in the middle of like episode 48, and when I start back up, I might not know what's going on. When you go to a new part, you're not gonna know what's going on because it's a new part, so it won't be that bad. But yeah, do you think after checking those out, you're a little bit more interested in maybe watching it at some point?
Definitely.
It's weird, but it's good weird. Uh, I'm sure you guys can agree with that. Let me know down and below what, if you made it this far in the video at least, what your favorite parts were, what you'd rank them as, and I'll discuss or just get a discussion going in the comments and talking about it. I like talking about anime, so I'll join in probably. Um, but yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any other recommendations for us, leave them in the comments down below, and we'll react to them, and we'll let you know our opinions. Hopefully, you guys have something that I haven't seen, so then I can do a blind reaction too. But yeah, we'll see you guys next time.
Peace.